I am at 433 Tupelo. That's where I am today. And I'm going to read a few special words this morning. They're from the New American Standard Bible. That's the one that I prefer. If you prefer another one, that's your choice. That's fine with me. But in Numbers chapter 32, Numbers chapter 32, 11, there's someone speaking. And someone has written these words. I will read them to you. See if you can figure out who might be speaking. None of the men who came up from Egypt from 20 years old and upward shall see the land which I swore to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, for they did not follow me fully. Yeah. Can you figure out who might have said those words? They, from 20 years old and upward, none of the men will see the land. Why? They did not follow me fully. Now, if you don't know what follow me fully might mean, I hope that you know sometime today that it will come to you and, ring a bell. I do. This needs to ring a bell. I did a video the other day, the bell has rung. There's only a certain number of days until the end. That's all. And you will have to make decisions from now until then. The end of the age. Yeah, the age ends when Jesus returns to the earth. That will be the end of an age, the one I'm in. Numbers 14:24. I just read from Numbers 32. Probably the same speaker, wouldn't you think? It's the same one saying, yeah. But my servant Caleb, because he has a different spirit and has followed me fully, I will bring into the land which he entered, and his descendants shall take possession of it. I'm telling you, folks, taking possession of it. Caleb and his descendants took possession of it. What did I just tell you happened to the other men? They did not follow fully. None of the men who came up from Egypt. Psalms 38:20. Those who repay evil for good, they oppose me, because I follow what is good. That's Psalms 38:20. Joshua 14:8. Nevertheless, my brethren, who went up with me, made the heart of the people melt with fear. Those are the ones that didn't. Those are the ones that, all of those over 20, God is the one who picked the age. God said, all of those who are, over 20, they're not going in. They're not going to get the land. And Joshua, nevertheless, my brethren who went up with me made the heart of the people melt with fear. but I followed the Lord my God fully. That's what Joshua did. Boy, howdy. In Luke chapter 9, someone said to someone, I will read Luke chapter 9, verse 61. Another also said, I will follow you, Lord, but first permit me to say goodbye to those at home. That's what he said. Matthew 19:17. And he said to them, why are you asking me about what is good? There's only one who is good. But if you wish to enter life, keep the commandments. Would you like to enter life? Would you? Keep the commandments. You can keep the commandments of men if the commandment that the man is giving you came from God. That's what you can do. It's okay. But once you find out what a command from God is, I suggest that you don't worry about, what other people think or what they do. There is only one who is good. Why are you asking me about what is good? You should know what is good. You really should. I mean it. And you should. There's only one who is good, but if you wish to enter life, keep the commandments. Psalms 119, verse 68. You are good and do good. Teach me your statutes. You are good and do good. Teach me your statutes. Now, if you don't know what Jesus knew about who is good, then you don't know yet what you need to know. But you could learn. You really could. In Psalms 143, Psalms 143:10. Teach me to do your will, for you are my God. Let your good spirit lead me on level ground. That's Psalms 143:10. I think Jesus did pretty well, don't you? He did have to go up on the mountain, but he walked on level ground. One day he walked on the water in a storm. Numbers 22:17. For I will indeed honor you richly, and I will do whatever you say to me. Please come then. Curse this people for me. That's Numbers 22:17. Now, from Ruth 1, verse 21. I went out full, but the Lord brought me back empty. Why do you call me Naomi, since the Lord has witnessed against me, and the Almighty has afflicted me? You really ought to read what happened with Ruth and Naomi. Yeah, you should. Jeremiah chapter 26, verse 14. But as for me, behold, I am in your hands. Do with me as is good and right in your sight. Yeah. Are you brave enough to say that to God? I am. I am. Yeah. Today is the 18th. Tomorrow will be the 19th. Yep. The day the sun has risen and it will set. And you will see it if something, dreadful doesn't happen to you today. So, yes, this is Bob McGee. I'm at 433 Tupelo, and I have read to you what seemed good to me. I hope you enjoy it. I really do.